Okay guys, we're going to do a little bit on mechanics. So let's go ahead and do this and see what we can teach you guys. Right now I don't have a whole lot available except Galactic War. So let's go into that and give that a whirl. Okay, we're going to use the prepared squad. And you don't know what that is. That's Kira, L3, Young Han, Vandor, Chewbacca, and young Lando Calrissian. Now, my young Han Solo has the Zeta as well as Vandor. He has the Zeta. So, and they're all Gear 12. I don't think anything are plus up, but they're all Gear 12. But this is not about a power video. This is about mechanics. And we're starting off with a little bit of turn meter here. But at the beginning of every battle, if you have L3, she will start off taunting. She will also start off prepared. Now, what I'm doing here, this is an ability with young Han Solo. It's called Dealer's Choice. Now it dispels the other target ally. If we had any red buffs above here, it would dispel them. Then it grants stealth and potency up for those 2 turns. That means if you had somebody who could land debuffs, their potency would be up enough for them to land those debuffs. Say if you were to land something like Plague with the Night Sisters, that would give you the opportunity to get you a better chance at landing that Plague and making it stick. Now, under the prepared mechanic, if he is prepared, target other ally becomes prepared and Lando is no longer prepared. Then all prepared allies gain speed up for 2 turns. And this ability is reduced by 1. Now, I'm going to go ahead and select young Han just so I can stealth him. But it will not prepare him because young Lando was not prepared. Now let's look at Vandor Chewbacca. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If it's Chewbacca's turn, he also gains advantage for 2 turns. This attack also ignores defense. Okay, my most dangerous person sitting here on this screen right now is Boba Fett. So I want to get into him quite a bit. Okay, now L3. This is a really good enhanced mechanic for her. Gives her a 50% counter chance for the rest of the battle and becomes prepared. When used, this ability upgrades to MK2. Okay, so we're just going to make her a little bit stronger. Now, something with young Han. If you have the Zeta, you can pick any one of these guys out here to target. Boba's still okay, because he's under half turn meter. If young Han uses his basic at under half turn meter, prepared if target was below 50%. The reason his prepared is so important is if you have the Zeta and he becomes prepared, that means he will assist any other ally once that prepared goes above him. This little blue icon looks like an hourglass. So there we go. He is prepared. Now, watch this. If I were to use this ability right here, what's going to happen is he is going to target whoever I'm shooting at here. So I want to pick somebody who's got a lot of health. Kylo. If I use this ability, what's going to happen is deal physical damage and inflict potency down for 2 turns. What that means is the person who's trying to inflict debuffs against us, like for instance, Boba would be a good one. He's got Bounty Hunter's Resolve, so we're going to hit him. That means he's going to revive on the first death. But if we can inflict potency down on him, that means when he does his AoE, if he's still alive, he can't really hurt us all that bad. So here we go. Okay, so the potency down did not stick because he died, as well as Han. So now, let's go ahead and use that ability. Oops, I'm sorry, I messed that up. Hit the wrong one. That's just the grenade. Well, we'll read that when we get back to her. Okay, what she has done though here is she has staggered. What stagger means is if any of these guys get hit while they have this red stagger icon above their head, okay, they lose the 100% turn meter. Doesn't matter if the hit's critical or not. So, old Kylo here is most dangerous. So let's get him turn meter down. Now let's use this ability. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the Jedi Counselor because he can heal up. But here I'm going to select Vandor Chewbacca because Han is still prepared, like we talked about earlier. So by selecting him, Han is still going to assist. See? the bonus attack. Now she's prepared, and so is young Han. Now, we can go ahead and hit Lando here, because I don't want him taking a turn either. Oh, but he's dead, so it don't really matter. Now we have 4 prepared allies. Okay, so everybody's healed up. We don't need much, so let's go ahead and get her to Mark 2. And here we go, young Han, he's still prepared. Now, I like this ability for young Han. This is called Upper Hand. He gains protection up and retribution for 2 turns. Retribution basically means counterattack. If he gets hit, he'll counter right back with him. Han also gains 50% for the rest of 50 plus 50 speed for the rest of the encounter. This effect can stack up to plus 200. There's no reason to go more than 4 times with this particular move, because it's not going to help once you get past that point. But the more allies you have prepared, the better that effect becomes. Okay. So now we got Vandor Chewbacca. We've got his move here. Deal physical damage based on his max health, which is why you want him tanky. And on max health instead of attack damage to target enemy twice. This happens 2 times. Target other ally recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. We don't really have anybody dying here, but I usually put it on L3 anyway. Then Chewbacca and target other ally gain protection up for 30% for 2 turns. Again, you got her as your tank. She's going to be taunting. That's the one you want protection up on, because you want them to make it just so hard to get through her. Now, if he's prepared, he deals double damage for this attack, recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt, reduces this ability cooldown by 2, and grants all prepared allies protection up for 2 turns. Then Chewbacca is no longer prepared. I do not want to take him off prepared. Why? This ability right here that he has, Ferocious Protector, while he is buffed, he has a 100% counter chance. So he's buffed. He's got the Hill Steal icon. At the end of each turn while Chewbacca is buffed, if any ally took damage from an attack and Chewbacca did not, he recovers protection equal to 10% of his max health. And other scoundrels get half of that. When Chewbacca recovers the max protection this way, he becomes prepared. He's already prepared. Now, when another light side scoundrel ally is defeated, this is why it's important, revive that ally at 60% health if Chewbacca is prepared. That's why we always want to leave prepared on him, if possible. So if young Han's not prepared, if he's prepared, then you want to use Lando to keep him prepared, because of that ability right there. When another light side scoundrel ally is defeated, revive that ally at 60% health. Okay. Another thing is, guys, when the prepared squad, if you keep them alive, they get stronger and stronger as the battle goes on. It's just kind of a whole, as a unit, synergy type deal that they have. Okay, so we're not going to use the big hit. We're going to use the basic, and we're going to go against old Kylo here. Okay, speed went down. Perfect. Now here's her basic ability. Deal physical damage to target enemy twice and inflict offense down for 2 turns. This attack can't be countered if the attack scores a critical hit. Also daze the target for 1 turn. Daze is so important in this game. If you do not know what daze does, daze, if you put daze on a character, basically you are taking them on the sidelines until it's their turn. Like if you have a character who does multiple assists, let's say if my whole team got dazed, young Han cannot assist, neither can young Chewbacca, neither can L3, and all your teams are basically just sitting there. They can't get, extra turn meter. Daze is a very important mechanic, and it's tough to battle a daze-heavy opponent. So if we can daze him, if we can daze this guy, which is what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to daze old Kylo there and see if this can land. But he got offense down, which is perfect. That's what we wanted. Everybody's prepared, which is perfect. Now, I could probably take old Kylo out, and since he's going to go next, I probably want to. So I'm going to go ahead and use this ability. It's going to call young Han to assist, and it should take him out. Well, I didn't even have to have him on there. Okay, now, young Han, just a basic on him. We don't want to use this ability on him. It's called Just in Time. Deal physical damage to target enemy. This attack deals 25% more damage for each other prepared ally. Okay, in this case, we might want to take him out. But the target ally recovers protection equal to 50% of the damage dealt. We don't have anybody without protection. If young Han Solo is prepared, target other ally becomes prepared, which everybody's still prepared. Then all prepared allies gain critical damage up for 1 turn, and Han recovers protection equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Really, this is kind of like a self-heal. You really don't want to use this unless you're kind of hurting and you need to help him get a little protection. So I never use it. I just use the basic. The basic tends to do a lot of damage on its own. And again, that basic will take care of him. Now we're going to see with this particular squad, does this carry over in Galactic War? The turn meter does. I'm not sure about the prepared. So let's see what happens when we go to the next screen. Let's see what we got. Same crew. I know the turn meter is going to be about, would be like where it is flopped over. Okay, so she's back the only one prepared. So it doesn't do you any benefit for that to happen, but you can look see how the turn meters are sitting. So in this case, we want to go ahead and get her up to MK1 so she'll start taunting and be what we want her to be. Okay, who's the most dangerous here? Leia is. So in this case, well, he's not prepared. We want to go ahead and do this. Let's take another look. Deal physical damage based on his max health twice. Target enemy twice. Target of the ally recovers health equal to 50%. We don't have anybody hurting. No reason for us to use it. Basic attack it is. Okay, we're going to use this one, which will put stagger on the field. We didn't talk about this one a whole lot. Dispel all buffs on target enemy, then deal physical damage to all enemies and stagger them for 2 turns. Remember, staggers, if they get hit after they stagger, then they lose all their turn meter. This attack deals 25% more damage per buffed enemy, so we don't have anybody buffed. So we're just going to go ahead and throw that grenade out there. Okay, now, Vandor has just become prepared. That's beautiful. Now, the real problem I have here is I don't have Lando prepared because I would prepare young Han right now. But I am going to go ahead and stealth him because he is a pretty important character in this team. Okay, again, we're back to this. Nobody's really hurting. But I want to stagger her. Let's get rid of her turn meter, which we just did. Of course, he counters while he's prepared. He counters 100%. So does L3 once she gets to Mark 3. Okay, we don't want young, or not young, but Stormtrooper Han here. We don't want him causing a problem, so let's go ahead and just get a hit on him. Since he was staggered, he loses all of his turn meter. Same thing over here. I want to get young Lando under control. Even though he dodged, because he dodged, the stagger did not take effect. It has to hit him, but if he dodges, you see he got to take a turn. Okay, now, I don't have young Han prepared, so he's not going to assist. But who's my next most dangerous opponent? It would be Biggs or Wiggs. I can't remember, Wedge or Biggs. Let's take him. I'm going to call... What am I going to call here? I think I will call Chewbacca. There's a good expose right there. Okay, now she's prepared. Alright, let's go ahead and MK2 up so we get the taunt going. I don't have anybody hurting, nobody ready to heal yet. But I don't like Wedge being alive, so let's take him out. Let's see if we can get the double damage. We got to look at the days. So that means both of those critical hits took. Now, anybody under a half turn meter? Nope, we don't have anybody, so let's ramp it up. Here we go with young Lando. Okay, again, let's go over to Mark 3. Now, when she's at Mark 3, here's something I want you guys to take note of. 100% counter chance, 30% critical avoidance, and 100% defense. She becomes tough as nails, and that is a beautiful thing because she's a taunting tank. That means you leave everybody wide open to go kick her butt. Okay, let's see if we can get some staggers out there. Get rid of Han. Boom, he's gone, and there goes. So, I'm going to do a video of these in every galactic war here just to show you mechanics of each team, and we can walk through them, and I'll talk you through them, and maybe after you see this enough, you'll get the ideas on how the mechanics work for each of these teams. And by me doing these, believe it or not, is helping me to understand that as well. Okay, so we're going first. We got Young Han. All these are under half, except maybe Dark Bastila. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Maul. And by using the basic half turn meter, that will automatically prepare Young Han. Now, again, you have to have the Zeta on him for this to work. Now let's go after Boba Fett. He's the most dangerous. Let's see if we can get a daze on him, or at least get the expose on him. We got both. Look at, oh, excuse me, we did not get both. We got a daze. We got an offense down, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, now, Lando is prepared. We are going to stealth Vandor Chewbacca, because what will that do? That will prepare Vandor Chewbacca. Why is Vandor Chewbacca being prepared important? Because when he's prepared, if we lose one of these guys by accident, he'll automatically revive them at 60% health. Voila. Prepared, potency up, we're in good shape. I don't need to use this. This is basically like a poor man's heal. But let's go ahead and hit Boba again. Boom. See why that assist is so important over there with Young Han? He's a beast. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark 2 or mark 1. Now see right here. She has corrupted battle meditation on L3. Man, Bastila's bad, bad. Okay. We're going to do a call to assist here. Who are we going to call? Let's call L3. We can't call her. Oh, look, because she has fear. Okay, the fear mechanic here, guys, is something we all need to be aware of. Miss the next turn, can't use abilities, can't evade. Increase cooldowns by 1. Fear expires on taking damage from an attack. Okay, that means she will stay feared until she gets hit again, or it's her turn. Now, she's already going to miss her turn, but she's still prepared. Corrupted battle meditation. This is another nasty, nasty thing that Bastila does. Decreased critical chance and counter chance doubled against non-Jedi and non-Sith. All these guys are non-Jedi and non-Sith. Okay, so that's bad news for us. But fortunately, it doesn't stay on the whole time. It will fall off. Okay. So, but we do have speed up on her, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call Young Han here, because I don't like Darth Maul hanging around. Okay. Now, oh, I'm sorry. That particular ability, if anybody's prepared, it calls all of them. Okay, so fear is off of our girl L3. Now, I just want to ramp up everybody, so let's do that. And what that does is give him increased speed, according to how many people are prepared. Okay, now nobody needs a healing. Let's get rid of old Ben. I don't like him sticking around either. Okay, let's see if we can get some stagger. Yeah, see, old Ben does this business to you. The ability blocks. Those hurt. Okay, let's see if we can stagger him. Okay, he's done. Okay. I mean, like I said, at that point in the battle, it really doesn't matter. But if you're going up against some high quality Gear 12, Gear 11 type guys, that could be a problem. Okay. Same guys again. You're going to start off with L3. She's going to be prepared. She's going to be taunting, which is what you want. She's what we call a pre-taunter. Okay, Grievous. There's no droids on this team, so we're in no danger of him going nuts. But we need to keep him under control. So, oh, he dodged. That's not good. Who are we going to stealth here? We want to keep somebody in business. So let's keep Vandor Chewbacca hidden. And let's go ahead. I forget how much this does, but nobody's prepared, so that's not going to help us. So we're going to just do a basic attack. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Yep. Okay. He got prepared. Nice, because he was under half turn meter. Again, that was something I forgot to announce. Okay. I don't like old Ben being in here. He's going to be a tank on us anyway. Mark 1. And remember, anytime somebody does an ability and Young Han is prepared, because you have to have the Zeta. Don't forget that. That can be, people don't stick me on that one. But he will prepare, I mean, he will assist. We're going to just ramp everybody up. We're going to call in. Okay, here's the thing. We want to call in somebody who will do an attack. But you don't want to call in Young Han. He's going to assist anyway. So, watch. Boom, boom. Done. Perfect. Okay, let's get rid of old Macy boy there. Let's go ahead and ramp her up. Let's get rid of Luminar Undale, or whatever her name is. And just a basic on her. Oh, she dodged. Isn't that nice? Okay, now we got almost a full prepared mechanic. Perfect. And since everybody's here, we got a bunch prepared. He's going to die with that. So, hey, see that 55,000. So that's the beauty of that attack. Is if you do have everybody prepared, you have a pretty good hit with him where everybody is prepared. Okay, we're going to run another battle. I'll see if I can talk through again. One of the other things about prepared mechanics, okay, and I'm going to change it up here on the next battle so it'll kind of give you an idea. Most dangerous guy we've got right here, believe it or not, is Clone Sergeant. He's tough. He can be a real pain to deal with. I'm going to go ahead and stealth Vandor so we can get him under cloak for now. Let's get rid of Boba. So I don't like Boba being around. Let's see if we can daze him. We did. Excellent. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ramp her up. Put her on Mark 1. Let's put some moves on Greedo because he could hurt us 2 of those grenades. Let's see if we can daze him. We got him offense down though, so I'll take it. There we go. We got rid of him. Boba. Let's do Boba next. Ooh. See, that's what Boba does to you. That ability block. So, but fortunately you didn't get her. So we're going to put her up on Mark 2. She's tough to kill. Very tough to kill. Alright, let's see if we can get 5s hurting. Okay, we did get a daze on him. So, go ahead and mark her up. She's Mark 3 now. Anytime she gets hit, it's all over. Nobody's hurting. So we're just going to daze. Alright, he's still got that taunt on. I'm trying to get rid of that. Well, at least the ability blocked him. Get some speed up over here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call Vandor. See if we can do some damage to him. Alright. Who am I going to hit? Okay, let's see. Now we're going to... She has health where she can't gain health immunity. So we don't really like that. We're going to go ahead and throw some stagger out here. Don't want Clone Sergeant going off, so let's get rid of him. Anybody under half health? Yes, he is. There's Clone Sergeant. Now we're prepared. Here's the beauty of this. Let's go ahead and prepare her because she's probably going to be going pretty quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit him. Anybody hurting? No, everybody's in good shape. So let's go ahead and start working on Snips. She's done. 5s out of there. And let's get him out of there. Okay. Taken care of. Alright. Now this time, I'm going to throw in a couple of old friends where the prepared mechanic can really come in handy. This time I'm going to take out Lando and I'm going to put in just regular Chewbacca. And the reason for this is Chewbacca is still a scoundrel, but once he becomes prepared, he don't lose it. And Han Solo wouldn't be bad. I just don't really have a tank who can sit there and take damage, so I want to keep L3 in there. But the beauty of preparing these guys, I have to have young. Actually, I'll have to have young Lando in there somewhere. Um, no, no, I won't. I won't either. I won't either. Let me put young Han back in there. We're gonna do a little testing here. Let's just see what happens. So let's see if I can put some prepared on some of these guys that normally wouldn't. Okay, Ventress. She's a nasty one. So let's call in Chewbacca and see if we can prepare him. Well, we got protection on him though. I'll take it. Okay, who's guarded? Oh, young Han, man. If he gets the assist, that could be good stuff. All right. Let's see here. Chewbacca. Let's go after Mace. Okay. And nobody's under half, so I can't really do much there. There we go. See, no matter what you do, Chewbacca's going to assist. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get Chewbacca prepared. How are we going to do it? Now, my Chewbacca's tough. He really is. We'll get rid of Captain Phasma there. Ooh, that's nice. That'll get me fixed up. That's good. Go ahead and heal. I want to see if we can make this work. Well, that didn't help you. Chewbacca in there is a pretty good team. Alright. If I really want to help that team, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and pull her out. Let's put Lando in there. And the reason for that is Lando can inflict a prepared mechanic. So we'll go ahead and use him instead of her. Even though it exposes us a little bit to more problems. The thing is, if we can get him prepared, he can spread that prepared around. Now, once Chewbacca has prepared, he won't ever get rid of it. So see, right now, I can get some assists from young Han because I do have the prepared mechanic. And I'm going to shoot Chewbacca here, and they're all going to come in there and help. Okay. Darth Sidious. Ooh, I didn't even see him sitting back there, but it don't really matter. Now, I cannot prepare anybody yet, so I'm not going to do that. Let's hit Phasma here. And because he's covering everywhere, we'll stagger everybody. And young Han's just too much. As you can see, this is a way overpowered, high offense team. I may have put a little too much firepower on it, which is okay. We'll just go ahead and hit some more then, now that we're getting the mechanics down. There is a mechanic here in play with Chewbacca. He is going to guard whoever the weakest target is. Now, in this case, is young Lando. So, the beauty of that is young Lando can still prepare everybody else and still get covered and make things work. Now, he starts out prepared. The beauty of this is I'm going to prepare Chewbacca. Because once Chewbacca is prepared, man, this is nothing but ugly. Yeah, well, actually, I should say it's fugly. We get a Daze. We did get an offense down. I'm going to hit him with young Han. Now, all of a sudden, now I have a whole bunch of assisting teams. If I use Kira's ability to call in anybody, you see, okay, so who's my most dangerous foe here? Sabine, believe it or not, because she has that armor shred ability. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take her out. All right, she's not much danger, but okay, now I'm going to call young Lando. The reason why I'm going to call him is he's guarded. So this is where mechanics come into play. Okay, whoever she calls is going to assist her. So I call young Lando. He is guarded by Chewbacca. And also I'm going to get an assist from young Han. So basically everybody is going to nail Kanan Jarrus. So let's slow this down. to see if we can make this happen. I'm calling young Lando. There's his assist. And you can see right there how many assists we had. And all of a sudden, everybody's prepared. The beauty of this is, now we're going to stealth Chewbacca. Okay. Now Zeb is a toughie. Okay. So everybody's healed up. Let's go ahead and get Ezra out of here. Okay. And again, everybody's prepared. Watch this hit. This should be at least a 50k hit based on everybody here. Now I'm going to bring in Chewbacca on it. I believe Chewbacca's going to give me an assist if I'm not. I am prepared, becomes prepared. Han's no longer prepared. Then all prepared allies gain critical damage up. Han recovers protection equal to 50%. Even though I'm not hurting, I'm going to do this because of the damage I can get out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and use Chewbacca. 41k. See, I mean, he died right there. That's kind of an in-game type of move. So everybody was prepared, so I got a ton of damage out of him for that one move. So now we're going to go on, and I'm going to go ahead and put L3 back in here. Just because the prepared mechanics, learning how to use these guys is, Galactic War is a perfect place to do it. And that's what I do every day. I take out a team I don't understand. I go through Galactic War, understand their mechanics. What they do is they go through, and the more that I do it, the more prepared I become with them. Like right off the bat, I do MK1 with her. Okay, now, he's prepared. As far as shooting someone, I want to take out Boba Fett because he can ability block my whole team. Now, he's ability blocked. Okay, this will throw the staggers out there. This will throw the double damage. So let's throw the staggers out. Who do I want to hit that I'm most afraid of? Vader's pretty good. I don't want him throwing out a whole bunch of damage over times. And let's see if we can't slow down Sidious, because he'll throw out a bunch of exposes. Anybody under half turn meter, there's Sidious. So let's go ahead and prepare young Han. And I also want to go ahead and prepare Kira. Since she can be a real winner. So let's go ahead and get rid of Boba his first time because he had Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Mace ain't really doing a whole lot. Let's go ahead and stop Talia. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Boba. I don't like him sticking around. Ooh, Colin Blade. Gotta be careful of that. Alright, let's slow down Mace. Let's go ahead and get the staggers out there again. And let's go ahead and take out Mace. Let's go ahead and pop. Who am I going to pop here? Okay, because she is going to ask for somebody to help her, which will, in this case, will be Vandor, which will also have young Han assist. There we go. So if I would have gone for Han to assist, I would have lost out on the other attacks. So these are things to be aware of. You know, and again, you know, Galactic War is an everyday thing, so you can use this to, and you see right here, okay, Grievous has 2 Zetas, he has 1 Zeta. This is going to be a tough team to go against, even with my prepared squad. But we're going to go ahead and go for it. Okay, young Lando is not prepared. So, there's no reason for us to use this ability over here. It's not going to help us. So, who can we go ahead and hit except for, let's go ahead and hit Magna Guard. He's going to be a tough one anyway. Now, I'm going to hit him with young Han so I can go ahead and get the assist train going. Let's go ahead and get him out of here. Okay. Ooh, I didn't even think about him being there for Grievous. That could have been a devastating attack. Something about that I forgot to tell you about Grievous's Metalloid Monstrosity Zeta. If you take out a droid, that will make Grievous go nuts. He can have that special ability he has where it inflicts a ton of damage against you based on target lock. And right now, he is dangerous against us with these target locks out here. We don't want that. So we want to get rid of him if we can. Oh, they stealthed them. Dooku. Okay, so we want to go ahead and get her amped up. Let's go ahead and get the one we can get out of here. Okay, and he's still not prepared, but I do want to go ahead and get Vandor under stealth, just for the simple fact it got rid of his buffs, changed him into some good stuff. Let's get Vader, since he's the one we're going to hit anyway. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, get some staggers out there. Ooh, I didn't like that. Let's get rid of Grievous. All right, and this is going to be pretty much a one deal. This is not going to go this easy, guys. When you are fighting against good stuff, this is why knowing your mechanics is so important. Okay, I think we have 2 more battles, and I think the last one's actually the really only challenge. This one right here. I think this is the last battle. Okay, so we got some good battles here. So let's go ahead and see if we can do something, because little green man Yoda is going to be tough. Let's see what we can do against that guy. Okay, young Lando is prepared this time, so we're just going to basic attack. I hate the basic attack Yoga. Okay, we got his potency down, which is great. Okay, he's under a half for turn meter, so that's going to give young Han here our prepared mechanic. We're going to go ahead and ramp her up to Mark 1. Remember, every time anybody does something, guess who assists? If you got the Zeta. So, I mean, it's kind of a luxury Zeta, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Grandmaster Yoda because he's so far down. And we're going to call in Vandor to assist so that we also get the assist from young Han. Didn't need it because it was killed before it got to young Han. Alright, now we got 4 prepareds. We're going to go ahead and prepare Kira, because when everybody's prepared, man, that makes that squad so much better. Okay, let's get the offense down over here. Oh, I didn't even see Snips. Alright, let's ramp her up. Get her taunt going. Get some staggers. Let's go ahead and ramp everybody up. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some damage on Snips. Okay. And let's see if we can stun, not stun, but daze her. We did. She was done for. And because you got 4 prepareds, it's a pretty good hit. And let's go ahead and pull. Guess we'll do young Lando. That prepared him. So, I mean, these are the mechanics of the prepared team. I hope it helped you guys out. And we'll see you in the next video tomorrow when we do a different team.